Hi, Texas history is back. It is obviously summertime and it is hot and humid, and I am dying in this Texas heat because our window unit for the living room that has all of my messy crap and all of Vivian's messy crap in is not blowing cold air. It's blowing less hot air than is outside. So if I seem sweaty or out of breath, it's because I am dying in the heat. I mean, look at all this shine because it is just so hot. All right, here we go. Section 6. We're starting in 1824. Now, in 1824, Mexico established several rules for the colonies, and they joined Coahuila and Texas, forming the Mexican state of Coahuila y Texas. And I know I'm mispronouncing that, but hey, sorry. Settlers could buy land for $30 and they wouldn't have to pay taxes on it for 10 years. And then the following year, a new law passed requiring Anglo settlers in Texas to be Christian and to take loyalty oaths to Mexico. So in other words, they could no longer say, oh, well, I'm an American or whatever. They were required to become Mexican citizens, which, you know, kind of makes sense since you're moving to that country. But we're not going there. Oh my goodness, I'm losing everything. Okay. Next, in December 12th, of 1826, there was the Fredonia Rebellion. Sounds really big, but it really, I mean, there's a lot of information on it, but it's not really something that did much of anything other than push everything towards being the war for independence. But anyway, it actually what caused the ferment to cause this rebellion started back in 1825 when Hayden Edwards received a land grant in East Texas for 800 settlers, and Edwards had allied with Cherokees and declared East Texas Fredonia. Which, why is that name so popular with crazy people trying to like make their own little mini countries in North America, like Fredonia? Come on, seriously, can't we think of something better? Anyway, the Mexican troops came in to restore order on December 12th, and they caused this whole rebellion just caused severe, like, really bad restrictions on immigration to Texas from the United States. And then in 1826, Mexico started to encourage Mexicans to settle in Texas in an attempt to keep control of Tejas and maybe push in a little bit into Louisiana. That happened a lot back then. And then on September 25th of 1829, the Texas Gazette was founded. It was the first English newspaper in Texas, which I think is pretty cool. God, my glasses are crooked. Anyway, it was published in San Felipe de Austin, and it lasted only until 1832, and then it went out of business. It was mainly just English translations of Mexican laws and decrees and news stories. Now I'm going to run a little over on this because I want to go ahead and finish this before I start the next video on the Texas War of Independence, so bear with me. In 1830, Mexico completely banned immigration from the United States. This angered the Texans that were already living there because they had family that wanted to come with them, or, you know, they wanted their wives to be able to immigrate, or they wanted their girlfriends or whatever. It just pissed them off. And they pushed to get self-rule. Like, they're like, no, there ain't enough of y'all. Y'all don't need to be making rules for everybody. Y'all have no idea. And then in 1832, there was the Anahuac disturbances. The Mexicans established a garrison at Anahuac to collect taxes and to end smuggling and to enforce the U.S. immigration ban. And then in Velasco, settlers tried to take a cannon from a Mexican fort, and at least 10 Texans died along with 5 Mexican soldiers. And those were considered the Anahuac disturbances. In 1833, Santa Anna became president of Mexico. His full name was General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, and he led a revolt against President Bustamante. It's if you read it in English, it's Bustamante, but I know that's not how you say it. The Texans liked this at first because they thought that he was going to bring change and he was going to take away some of these restrictions that they felt were on them for no reason. But he then angered the Texans by saying, no, I'm not in support of your self-rule. You are not allowed to rule yourselves. You're going to become good Mexican citizens like everyone else. And that is where we are stopping. And whenever we pick back up, we're going to pick up with the actual war for independence. DFTBA, and I love you guys. And apparently Zaphod loves you too. Bye.